Sports Bites, because it's time, because it's Friday, because it's Jody Oehler directly across the desk from me. Jody, let everybody right now know where they're going to find you when you aren't here.
When I'm not here, I am on the radio every weekday, 4 to 7 on Fox Sports 910. So AM dial, you got to find it. It's somewhere in your car. You put it to 910, at 4 o'clock, and I'm there blabbing.
That was before we had decimal points and 92.3 and that business, right?
I don't even really know how to find the AM dial anymore, but my paycheck clears, so I'm good.
Have you discovered whether the Diamondbacks are earning their paychecks?
They are now. They had a rough go. This has been a good season, but they've been very hot and cold. They're on the road against all these bottom-feeding carcass teams in baseball.
San Diego last night.
San Diego, they won 5 runs in the first. They didn't score the rest of the game, but they held on to win 3 more against San Diego this weekend. They got to sweep this series. I mean, they got to win all of these games.
Well, that's what we keep saying about all of the series against the people who are already so far out of contention that you should beat them all the time. Okay. Those are the downs. What are the ups?
The ups are their starting pitching has been exceptional. It's been as good as any team in baseball right now. Clay Buchholz was brought back from the dead basically by the Diamondbacks earlier this season. He's been sensational. First complete game in 3 years for him last night. So their starting pitching has been really, really good. Their bullpen's been hot and cold. Their offense has been hot and cold. But, you know as well as I do, pitching wins championships. And as long as their starters are throwing that well, they're going to have a chance to win and win a lot of games.
Okay, moving over into NFL activity and our NFL entry. Cardinals so far, I don't know whether anybody has any answers at all as to how they're going to do.
I do, but I'm making it up because it's my job to have answers for questions that couldn't possibly be answered.
So is their front office.
Exactly. But what we've seen is obviously a big change from Bruce Arians to Steve Wilks. Gone are the sound bites and the random expletives in press conferences that BA was kind of famous for. And Steve Wilks is a very business-like, buttoned-up, serious approach.
Not very colorful.
Not very colorful, not a guy that has a lot of interesting things to say, but that's by design. So they're happy with what they saw. Josh Rosen's the story, the rookie quarterback.
Should he be?
He should be. He should be. Because everything in an NFL franchise rests on the shoulders of a quarterback. And Sam Bradford's body is made of paper mache, so we're not going to know much about him beyond this season. Rosen, I haven't been blown away by what I've seen from him. It's practice and preseason. But I kind of compare him to, people always recommend TV shows to you, like, this is the greatest TV show of all time. Then you start watching it, like the first 3 or 4 episodes, you're like, I don't get it. This isn't that good. Stick with it. It may get really good. That's Josh Rosen. The first few editions we've seen, it's not the worst thing you've seen. It's not the best thing you've seen. But stick with it. I think there'll be a payoff.
That was Bradford. Everybody's always using the preface, well, if he's healthy and so on. Yeah, but that was true of Kurt Warner.
It's true of a lot of quarterbacks, yes. But it's a huge qualifier for a guy that's missed as many games in his career as he has. If healthy, Sam Bradford's capable of conquering the world, but Sam Bradford has rarely been healthy for a full season. And even when he has been, he's never won more than 7 games as a starting quarterback in the NFL. So I think Sam Bradford's a capable, competent veteran quarterback. I don't have delusions of grandeur with Sam Bradford at this stage of his career.
Let's talk about another question mark, and this in coaching. Arizona State University's Herm Edwards, broadcaster, becomes coach again after a long, long time.
Yep. It's been a while.
What do you expect?
Well, I don't expect much, but I will say I've been impressed now that we're finally into the stage of the offseason where Herm is coaching. Prior to this, it was interviews, it was press conferences, and there were some crazy things said, and he kind of showed his rust a little bit in the coaching world. But now that he's coaching, you see why Herm Edwards was such an interesting hire for ASU. He connects with players. He inspires. Now, it's all going to come down to, can you win football games? And they've got a really tough schedule this year.
Okay, but now finally, because we're running out of time, and we're creeping up on that college football season, we got to mention the U of A, mostly because I have a lot of bear-down people here on the staff. But Sports Illustrated picks them top 20.
Yeah, they're top 20, and they put U of A quarterback on the cover as a Heisman favorite, which is like Halley's Comet. That never happens. It's insane what's going on at U of A. They've got to live up, and they've got to meet those expectations, though.
Next time you visit, we'll talk about the coaching staff of Ohio State. That's always dramatic, ladies and gentlemen.
A couple hours, yeah.
And here's Jody Oehler once again, his television home.